Hey! Yummy. Ah. Hi, I'm Dr. Keith Witt, the therapist of the wild. If you're like 90% of Americans, you're either married or you have been married. Now, if you're married or you have been married, you want to have a dialed-in marriage. You do not want to have a clueless marriage. And let me explain to you what a clueless marriage is. A clueless marriage is you're in a marriage and you're not paying attention to whether you or your partner are feeling great or not. If you wake up in the morning and go, oh, hi, and walk out, bad mistake. If your wife, you come home 5 minutes late, she goes, you're 5 minutes late. And you go, yeah, that's it again. That's a problem. You normalize that, and after a while, you guys just normalize hating each other. There's an awful lot of people around this country waking up in the morning to someone that they don't care that much about, they don't want to, and they're quite often pissed off at. That's a clueless marriage. And you know what happens with those marriages? All kinds of problems, that's what happens. Secret affairs and all kinds of abuse and craziness and this and that. You want to have a dialed-in marriage. Here's a dialed-in marriage. I wake up in the morning and I'm happy to see my wife, or she wakes up and she's happy to see me. If I come home from work or she comes home from work, we're happy to see each other. And we know it. If we don't know it, then we talk about it and we change. And if we can't change on our own, we find some great therapist in the wild someplace and they help us change. You know another thing about dialed-in marriage? In dialed-in marriage, you have sex. And you have enjoyable sex. There's so many clueless marriages. Oh, we just got interested. We're too lazy. It's too dark. Whatever. Kids are there. It's too late. I'm too tired. It's not as exciting as it used to be when we were all in love with each other. Well, you know what? You better have sex with somebody. Your partner might go have sex with somebody else. You might have sex with somebody else. You might get addicted to porn or some other kind of crazy thing. And meanwhile, your love affair, which is how your marriage started, has gone to hell. So you gotta have sex, and you gotta have enjoyable sex. And not only that, he or she has to have fun too. And if that's not happening, what do? Well, here's the combination. Here's the secret formula. You talk about it, you improve it, and if you can't improve it, you find some great therapist in the wild someplace who helps you improve it. That's how you can move from a clueless marriage to a dialed-in marriage. Now, some clueless marriages are so far around the bend that it's just too late. You get a divorce and then you try again. 70% of women and 80% of guys in America who get a divorce get married again. Well, learn from your mistakes. Choose somebody who's a 5-star person. You can find out what a 5-star person is by going on my website and going to my TED Talk about a 5-star candidate. And then make sure that you have a dialed-in marriage for as long as you're married, which hopefully will be the rest of your life. Priceless advice from Dr. Keith Witt, the therapist in the wild.